Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Welcome to the series of our channel. Yes friends, so welcome to Merchant of Venice. Friends, I hope you have already gone through my earlier videos. If you have not gone through yet, then please go through my videos so that you will be thorough in the text. And friends, if you do like our channel, then please like and share with your friends, and don't forget to press the bell icon button and subscribe our channel. So friends, we were doing with Act 1 Scene 2. So we'll proceed further with the Act 1 Scene 2. So today we'll be doing from Act 1 Scene 2 line number 50 to 72. Yes friends. So coming to Nerissa's speech in line number 50. What Nerissa has to say. Nerissa says that, then is there the County Palatine. What does she mean? The next prince or the next suitor is the Prince of County Palatine, the local ruler or a nobleman from Palatinate, the region from the west bank of the Rhine. Yes, the region of the west bank of the Rhine. So Portia, next coming to Portia's speech in line number 51 to 59. What Portia has to say in her speech. Portia says, he hath nothing, he doth nothing, but frown, as who should say, and you will not have me choose. He hears merry tales and smiles not. This is what is said by Portia. Coming to the meaning of Portia's speech. So Portia means to say, he does nothing but frowns, as if he were to say, you will not have me choose. He hears merry tales but does not smile. So she is saying that this County Palatine, he always frowns, he does not smile even on hearing merry tales. So he is a, you can say, very sad person. He always keeps sad. So she further adds in her speech, she says, I fear he will prove the weeping philosopher when he grows old, being so full of unmannerly sadness in his youth. So she means to say that she fears, or she says, I fear he will become like the weeping philosopher. Here a reference has been made to the Heraclitus of Ephesus, who went to live in the mountains alone from being distressed from the stupidity of mankind. So she is comparing this County Palatine with this Heraclitus of Ephesus. Just like Heraclitus of Ephesus was distressed from this mankind, from the stupidity of mankind, in the same way this County Palatine is distressed from his own life, from his in his very young age. He is very much distressed, like an old person distressed from his life. So this is what is the comparison given for County Palatine with the Heraclitus of Ephesus. So when he grows old, she further means to say that when he grows old, being so full of unpleasant gloom, that is sadness in his youth. So when he grows old, when he will be an old person, when he will grow old, then also he will keep an unpleasant gloom, and unpleasantness will reside in its behavior. So this is what is meant by Portia in these lines. So she further adds in her speech, she says that, I had rather, one more thing friends, this extract is very important, please follow it thoroughly along with me. If you follow it thoroughly along with me, then you don't have to open your textbooks, you can just go through my video and can give your exams. Yes friends, so let's continue with Portia's speech. She further adds in her speech, I had rather be married to a death's head with a bone in his mouth than to either of these. God defend me from these two. Now she further means to say that I should rather marry a skull. Instead of marrying this County Palatine, she says, I should rather marry a skull with a bone in its mouth. Like a skull, you can say a skull is referred to as a danger sign, or a skull is a death symbol. A skull is a death symbol. So she says, instead of marrying this person, I should marry a skull. Here a reference to skull is made, that is the emblem of which with two bones crossed underneath. When you see a danger sign, a skull is there and two bones are underneath it, and they are crossed. So this is a sign of a danger sign or a death sign. So with two bones crossed underneath was usually known as a death's head. than to marry either of these two suitors. God protect me from these two. So she is saying that instead of marrying this County Palatine or the Napoleon Prince, I should rather marry a skull. So God protect me from these two, or God please save me from marrying these two. This is what is said by Portia from line number 51 to 59. This was Portia's speech. Yes friends, coming to Nerissa's speech in line number 60. Yes friends, coming to Nerissa's speech in line number 60. What Nerissa has to say? Nerissa says that, how say you by the French lord Moinzer le Bon? What does she mean to say? She means to say that here Nerissa is giving a satirical expression. She is mocking at the Frenchman satirically. She is giving satirical expressions about the traditional, affected and vivacious Frenchman. She is asking Portia about her feelings or about her affection about the French lord Moinzer le Bon. That is the next suitor that has come to Belmont. Now Portia says that, what Portia has to say in her speech. Coming to Portia's speech in line number 61 to 72. Portia says that God made him and therefore let him pass for a man. So Portia means to say that God has made him a human being and so let him be accepted as a man. So she further adds in her speech, she says that, in truth, I know it is a sin to be a mocker. For she is further saying, in truth, I know it is a sin to mock at. Means it is a sin, it is a crime to mock at people. But let me, truly I am mocking at him, or truly I am commenting on him, or I am being satirical on him. Portia further says, but he, why he hath a horse better than the Napoleon's, a better bad habit of frowning than the Count Palatine. What does she mean to say? She means to say that, but he, why he talks even more than the Napoleon about his horse. This Moinzer le Bon, he talks even more about his horse than the Napoleon. And then she further adds, a more exaggerated bad habit of frowning than the Count Palatine. Now this Moinzer le Bon, the Frenchman Moinzer le Bon, she frowns even more than this County Palatine. So she is comparing this Napoleon Prince with Moinzer le Bon, that he talks more about his horse than the Napoleon, and he frowns a little more, or he frowns even more than the County Palatine. So she is comparing this Frenchman with both the suitors, that is, she is also comparing him with the County Palatine, and she is also comparing him with the Napoleon Prince. With both these suitors, she is comparing this Frenchman, that is Moinzer le Bon. Yes, now she further adds in a speech, she says, he is every man in no man, if a throstle sing, he falls straight a capering. Now what does she mean to say further? She says, he has everybody else's characteristics and no personality of his own. Means he follows the characteristics, or he has the characteristics of every other man but not his own. If a thrush, which is a common English bird, sings, he immediately starts jumping up and down to the music. Means he will even dance, on the, if a bird sings, if a common bird sings, not a nightingale, but even when a common bird, even when you can say a common bird sing, then also with the voice of that, or with the music of that, or with by the singing of the bird, he will start dancing. So this is what is said by, or this is what is meant by Portia. Portia says further in a speech, he is every man in no man. If a throstle sing, he falls straight a capering. What does she mean to say? She means to say that he has everybody else's character but not his own personality. He follows the characteristics of other people, but he does not have a personality of his own. Now she further means to say that if a thrush, which is a common English bird, sings, then he immediately starts jumping up and down to the music. Even if a common bird sings, then with the singing of the bird, he starts jumping up and down. Means he does not have senses where to give importance and where not to give importance. So this is what is said by Portia. He does not have his own characteristics. He does not have a personality of his own, but he follows other characteristics. Even if a bird sings, even if a common bird sings, then he starts jumping, means he does not know where to give importance and where not to. So this is what is said by or meant by Portia. She further adds in her speech, he will fence with his own shadow. He will draw him, that is, what does she mean to say? She means to say that he will draw his own sword. He will draw his own sword to fight with his own shadow. Means without knowing that it's his own shadow, he will take out he will pull out his sword and start fighting even with the shadow. Means she means to say that this Moinzer Le Bon, this Frenchman, does not have any sense. He is a very senseless person. Now, she further adds in her speech, if I should marry him, I should marry 20 husbands. Now, she means to say that if I marry him, I would marry 20 husbands because he has everybody else's characteristics. Means he does not have a personality of his own. He follows other characteristics, other people's characteristics. So, if she will be marrying him, then she will be marrying 20 people at a time or 20 personalities at a time. Now she further adds in her speech, if he would despise me, I would forgive him, for if he love me to madness, I shall never requite him. Now she further means to say that if he would reject me, if he rejects me, if he despises me, I would forgive him. I would forgive him for despising me or for rejecting me. But if he loves me, passionately, but if he loves me, if he shows love to me, then I won't be able to return back his love, because I cannot marry a person I cannot love a person who is having 20 personalities or who is having no personality at all and who is following other characteristics. I won't be able to return love to that kind of person. This is what is meant by Portia. She means to say that she won't be able to marry this kind of person. She won't be able to marry this kind of Frenchman, that is Moinzer Le Bon. What kind of personality he has? We see that he does not have his own personality. He follows the characteristics of others. He does not have sense also where to pull out sword or where to sing and dance. He will dance even if a common bird dances or sings. And he will take out his own sword to fight with his own shadow. So with such a person, she won't be able to live a life. So God protect her from him, or she will be happy if he rejects him. This is what is meant by Portia from line number 61 to 72. Friends, this was the explanation from line number 50 to 72. I hope you have understood the text. And friends, if you have any queries, you can drop it in the comment section, and please give your feedback in the comment section. Thank you, friends. Bye.